Alright, so we got a Halo 2 video today. And I just wanted to kind of analyze, explore why the Spec Ops elites in Halo 2 have broke a tradition as they appeared in Halo 1. And this has to do with their armor color. So most of the other elites in Halo 2, which is the post-cursor of Halo 1, follow the same color pattern. Like, minor elites are blue, major elites are red, ultras are silver, and then the zealots are gold. However, the Spec Op elites in Halo 2 do have a different color variation from Halo 1. So, in Halo 1, the Spec Ops elites were black. And I think this matched them perfectly because what's their name? Spec Ops elites, Special Operations Elites. I just think black was so cool for them. It makes them stand out from the other elites. And it kind of highlights their special operations. As you could say, like, black is for, you know, nighttime operations, nighttime attacks. Or maybe just being in space. The black color would match the environment well. But now we'll talk about the topic of this video, which is the Halo 2 Spec Ops elites. And I have some bodies here to show you. So in the beginning of this mission, you play as the Arbiter, you spawn in with a bunch of Spec Ops elites. I have killed them so they don't run away. But if you'll notice here, this Spec Ops elite is not black. In Halo 2, the Spec Ops elites are not black. They are actually a dark purple. And I actually really do not like this design change. For one, it just makes them so similar to the minor elites. It doesn't really make them stand out from the other elite colors to me. Like, for the longest time, I didn't even know they were Spec Ops elites in this mission because they look so similar to the minor blue elite color. Because blue, you know, is like really close to purple on the color wheel. But yeah, this guy is purple, not blue. So yeah, for one, it makes them stand out a lot less as this bad ASS Spec Ops character. And they're actually a little bit different shades of purple. This is a lot less saturated purple. The elites in Halo 2 kind of... the ranks are like one main color, but the saturation kind of differs within the same rank. So this is a lot less saturated purple. Kind of looks grayish almost, but it's still got that purple hue to it. But they're mostly going to look like this guy, more saturated. But yeah, it just has a lot less character to that shiny black look. And again, why they did this color change, I honestly don't have a solid answer for that. The color palette in the whole of Halo 2 is a lot more muted but also saturated. I guess those two kind of counteract each other. Not muted, but dark is what I mean. So most things in Halo 2 are dark and more saturated, so they have more color and more dark. So I guess going by that, it would make sense why the Spec Ops elites now have a color. They're a lot more saturated in this dark purple. So I guess on one end it does give them color. And, you know, if you're like a training artist, they tell you a lot never to use black. It's just bad. I guess because it has no color to it, so in theory it wouldn't have life to it because it doesn't have any saturation. However, in a video game, when everything else has color, the black really does stand out in that context. So that's why, to me, like, I just hate this purple color of Spec Ops elites. They don't have character. They look too much like the minors, and like I said, a younger version of me couldn't even tell these elites were Spec Ops in this specific mission. Oh, I almost forgot. Let me kill these guys so they don't run away. And then let me see if I can hit this guy into the light more so you can see better. Okay, so what's odd, and I almost forgot to look at, is the Spec Ops grunts in Halo 2. while still purple, they are a lot closer to black, and I mean, come on, it is black. Like, oh, here's an illusion actually. If you look at this Elite, my gun looks almost the same color as Elite, but the plasma rifle, see, is blue. But it just almost blends in with the Elite because they're such similar on the color scale. But if you look at my gun again, compare it to this grunt, I think it really does stand out as more bluish. So, I don't know, I just noticed those things, and it like tells me that this grunt is a lot darker. So I think this more resembles a Spec Ops grunt. Even though it still is slightly purple, it's much more darker. Yeah, you can really see the purple there. But it's just a lot more darker than the Elite, so while it is purple, it looks more like a Spec Ops grunt. It stands out a lot more just because it's so much darker. Yeah, if like the Spec Ops Elites were a lot of a darker color in this game, less saturated, not as purple, I think it would look really cool. But for whatever reason, one of the many changes to Halo 2.